going on with Ozempic? Because it's been everywhere. I have a friend that I think they stopped taking Ozempic now, or like using Ozempic now. But they were. So now I've been seeing Ozempic everywhere, and I'm like, okay, so what's going on with this thing? So yeah, we're gonna find out from Kiana. The unhealthy Ozempic obsession. Ba-ba-bum-bum. It can starve your eyes of blood and cause eye rot and make you go blind. What? While not directly causing blindness in most people, recent studies suggest that Ozempic, which contains semaglutide, may be linked to an increased risk of developing a rare eye condition called non-arteritic anterior, whatever the frick that says, which can lead to sudden vision loss or blindness in some cases. However, more research is needed to fully understand this potential connection, and most experts do not recommend stopping Ozempic based on this information alone. So it's not like it's not 100% that it's connected. It's just like suspected. They need to do more research. All right. Okay. Let's learn.
Ozempic has been called Hollywood's worst kept secret. And it's true, Hollywood seems to be shrinking even more than usual.
People are doing Ozempic parties here in LA where they all do an Ozempic.
I went to lunch with like a girlfriend and she's like, I'm not really eating anything. I'm so nauseous. I'm on Ozempic.
Oh my god. Okay, so like with the whole Hollywood shrinking, I have even noticed that. Like you guys have noticed that too, right? Like I don't like to body shame at all. I don't like to do it. How like with being overweight, you can tell when someone's so overweight that it's just not healthy anymore. Just the same as you can tell when someone's so underweight that it's also not healthy anymore. And like neither one is good. Neither one is good. So like is Ozempic that's what's causing that? Like what the heck? Cuz who was it? Who was the most recent person I seen? Ariana Grande, I think. And like don't get me wrong, she's beautiful. But kind of looks like maybe unhealthy too, possibly. Cuz like there's a point like can't you be so underweight that your organs actually start to squish together because there's like not enough room? Like pretty sure. Can you be so underweight that your organs squish? Yep. Organs can become smaller and potentially appear squished due to the lack of fat and muscle tissue surrounding them. Yeah, and then they just like shut down. Same thing if you're overweight. Then you're making your body work too much and then they will just shut down.
Yes.
And everyone thinks they know why. I know Ozempic when I see it. Ozempic queen, one more victim of Ozempic. The Ozempic
wow.
is Ozempicing.
That is
Gossip
a
about whether or
weird
not
look.
someone
What in the
has or
heck?
hasn't lost weight using Ozempic is suddenly
Oh my god, it's the Tomb Raider, Booba. It's the Tomb Raider, Booba. The freaking yeah, Lara Croft. They made her Booba real in a dress.
constant. This medication's only been around for 2 to 3 years at this point, but it's already baked itself into our culture. And not for its intended purpose. First, it was supposed to be a diabetes drug, then it was marketed for obesity, and now it's come to represent already skinny celebs getting skinnier. And this new rumor
my
mill
God.
equals big bucks for big pharma.
Recently valued at more than $500 billion.
But up until now, the creators of these medications have been like, we do not condone the off-label use of our products. And society's been like, did you guys just
Okay.
wake? And they've been like, no, what do you mean? We do not condone the off-label use of our products.
Wink.
Today we're discussing the bizarre relationship between your favorite celebs and Ozempic. Inspired by an article that I read about the Golden Globes that just took place very recently. Just
Oh.
8 seconds into the start of the 2025 award show season, Nikki Glaser, the host of the 82nd Golden Globes, dubbed the show Ozempic's biggest night.
And welcome to the 82nd Golden Globes, Ozempic's biggest night.
If you don't know what the Golden Globes are, it's this Hollywood award show that is sometimes referred to as Hollywood's Party of the Year. It
Yeah.
celebrates the best of both film and television. Okay,
I
I
forgot
definitely
about
feel
that.
like Party of the Year oversells it a bit when you look around the crowd. It's giving, I was paid to be here and I am politely waiting for this to be over. But anyway, the event attracted many of the world's biggest stars. Ariana Grande, Kylie Jenner, Nicolas
my God.
Cage, Zendaya, Demi Moore, and more. And hey, it's no secret that
Wow.
ahead of some fancy award show, celebrities will often go to extreme lengths to look their best. I mean, this is the group that practically invented absurd diet hacks in order to look good for a particular event. The most recent example that comes to mind is Kim Kardashian toxically losing 16 pounds in 3 weeks in order to fit into Marilyn Monroe's dress.
Just, oh my God. Just buy a dress that fits you, damn it. Oh my God, did you really need to lose 16 pounds? No, you did not. You look beautiful just as is. Don't care about celebrity award shows? Yeah. After I covered the Game Awards shows, I really enjoyed doing that. So I was like, man, I need to know when more stuff like this is happening. And I, for a split second, considered the Globe Awards, but I was like, nah. My community is not into that sort of thing. Game Awards or like VTuber awards and stuff would be good. She needs to disgrace a piece of history. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Didn't fit me. And so I looked at them and I said, give me like 3 weeks. And I had to lose 16 pounds to be able to fit this. But
Near constant
Oh my
dieting is
God.
just part of the celebrity world, so it makes sense for Nikki to open up with Ozempic's biggest night. Although I guess it's a little weird because Jimmy Kimmel opened the Oscars 2 years ago with a very, very similar joke.
Everybody looks so great. When I look around this room, I can't help but wonder, is Ozempic right for me?
Wow.
The question is, was the Ozempic joke the lowest hanging fruit for Nikki Glaser? Or was it part of Eli Lilly's sponsorship of the entire night? Yes, Eli Lilly, one of the 2 biggest names in GLP-1 medications, sponsored the 2025 Golden Globes ceremonies. The question we should be asking ourselves here is, why does this Hollywood red carpet event have a pharmaceutical company known for making a certain prescription drug as its main advertiser? Because I thought these guys said this drug was for diabetes and obesity only, and that they don't condone the off-label use of the medication.
The maker
Wait.
of Mounjaro and Zepbound, writing diabetes and anti-obesity medications were not studied for, are not approved for, and should not be used for cosmetic weight loss.
Welcome to the 82nd
Okay.
Golden Globes, Ozempic's biggest night.
So this partnership seems a little bit odd. She didn't even take a breath between the words 82nd Golden Globes and Ozempic. Now Lilly, formerly known as Eli Lilly, doesn't actually own Ozempic. That belongs to Novo Nordisk, along with Wegovy. Lilly owns Zepbound and Mounjaro. But despite the fact that Ozempic was not even created for weight loss, it's a diabetes medication, in just a few short years, the word Ozempic has already become slang, not only for this entire class of GLP-1 medications, but also for rapid celebrity weight loss.
Yeah. Not only is a lot of the American government bought and paid for, but apparently so is Hollywood. Should have not been surprised. True. True. Yeah, Ozempic gets pushed pretty commonly now, I think, for weight loss. So, like, what the heck? Oh, what the heck?
If we see that a celebrity's lost weight quickly or dramatically, if we see a celebrity who looks particularly skinny, we're already asking ourselves en masse, are they on Ozempic? This is a medication that somehow baked itself into our culture already. And I'd never really questioned it before. I mean, we are obsessed with celebrity weights and celebrity bodies. But moments like this weird sponsorship do make you wonder, okay, well, how much of this is natural and how much of this is a massive ad campaign? Did these
Like, yeah. I'm still thinking about how she said she lost freaking 16 pounds in 3 weeks. Oh my god. That's unbelievable. And why would you recommend freaking Ozempic to people who like they don't even need to lose any weight, really. But, you know, they don't need to lose a lot. Oh man, I freaking forget what the hell I was gonna say. Like, I get it that sometimes these things are used in extreme cases where, you know, sometimes people need to lose a significant amount of weight or it's putting their lives at risk. So, like, I get that. But I feel like what a lot of people don't put together is the fact that you need so you take this Ozempic or whatever, but you can't, like, it's not just a magic drug. You can't take that and not change your eating habits. You have to take that and change your eating habits because eventually this Ozempic or whatever else, whatever other stuff you can take, it's gonna stop working as effectively. Um, and then you're gonna need to rely on actually having better eating habits, not eating as much as you did, portion control, making better choices with like what you consume, not eating out so much and all that stuff. Because if you take this magic pill, and don't change all of that, well then when you stop, you're just gonna gain everything back because you haven't actually taught yourself healthier habits. Portion control sounds like communism. You have to portion control, damn it. You can only have 1 cup of spaghetti, okay? Not a whole salad bowl's worth.
These companies have a hand in this massive cultural phenomenon, advertising is out of control these days. As evidenced by this weird Hollywood award ceremony and GLP-1 medication alliance, the line is just very blurred between advertising and reality right now. And the 2025 Golden Globes were the perfect microcosm of this strange new world that we're living in. See, Ozempic's done an incredible job making themselves the talk of the town when it comes to celebrity weight loss. We see one, we think the other. That is a dream situation for someone selling a product. And from what I've seen during this Hollywood award ceremony, somehow these medications managed to turn the spotlight on themselves. There's nothing secret about these drugs, and their prevalence inside and outside Los Angeles is elite. So much so that Lilly, the medication company that manufactures Zepbound, sponsored the CBS broadcast Sunday night. In addition to this sponsorship, which we'll talk more about later, and that Ozempic opening joke, the Golden Globes led to a flurry of articles like this. All the celebs linked to Ozempic after suspiciously gaunt Golden Globes red carpet. The Golden Globes kicked off Hollywood awards season Sunday night, but the real winner of the night was Ozempic. GLP-1's back in Hollywood spotlight at 2025 Golden Globes. Not to mention tons of articles that just quoted Nicki's opening line, Ozempic's biggest night, in their headlines, resulting in tons of free publicity for these drugs. This Yahoo article How weight loss drugs showed up at the 2025 Golden Globes. Details all the ways these GLP-1s were absolutely baked into the evening's events. Here are all the ways, subtle and not so subtle, that weight loss medications and conversations made their way into the big night. Of course, everything starts with speculation and gossiping over celebrity bodies, which has for some reason been historically a national pastime. And hey, I'm guilty, okay? I love a good transformation story. I find it interesting when a celebrity transforms or gets really fit for a role, but I definitely think that as a society, we take it a little too far. Speculating on the weights of celebrities.
Well, I mean, it's different if you're trying to fit the look of a role for a movie. Because at least, like, that way it's temporary. But, yeah, I mean, that's obviously it's very unhealthy, some of the stuff they do as well. I just feel like it's a little different, though, personally. It's, like, temporary, and then they can be healthy again, perhaps? But yeah. Changing your body for, like, a movie role is a little different. I mean, obviously, they should go about it in a healthy way. But they don't all the time, so I want to know how much this Ozempic was all over the Golden Globes, because I haven't seen nothing yet. Show us. Show us. Because, like, damn, it sounds like it was all over the place. Slathered everywhere. Ozempic here. Ozempic. In fact, we're serving you Ozempic for the meal.
Seems to have been single-handedly keeping those magazines that you see at the checkout at Walmart in business for like 30 years. So of course the Golden Globes were really no different. Viewers were quick to point out how many stars looked noticeably thinner than usual, leading to rife speculation about whether they've jumped on the Ozempic bandwagon. Has everyone else noticed that for the last few years, online reporters have been slowly sliding back toward that catty 2000s tabloid vibe? Unfortunately, since the rise of this medication, whenever a celebrity looks different, it's a game of they look different. It's probably Ozempic. And I mean, in reality, it does seem like an awful lot of celebrities are losing weight, and many of them have been open about the fact that they, in fact, use Ozempic or something like it.
And I did it hormonally.
Hormonally?
Yeah, it was
not Ozempically.
Everybody thinks it's Ozempic. It's not. It's something else. Everybody lying.
I did it hormonally, not Ozempically. Just so you know. Hormonally.
Everyone's like, a smaller portion. Like, shut the f up. Right. You're on Ozempic.
Like, if someone won't talk about what they're doing.
See what she was saying? She was literally saying, you're on Ozempic. Shut the hell up with your smaller portions. No. Yes, you're on Ozempic. You still need to learn and teach yourself better eating habits and to have smaller portions. Frick off. At least no teens got hooked on Ozempic trying to combat fat-phobic bullying. At least it seems to only be celebs, not the children, due to lack of accessibility. They'd probably sell. They would sell it to kids if they could. 100%. 100% they would sell it to kids if they could. But I wonder if a kid or like a teenager could get on Ozempic with like parental consent. They'd sell it to kids if they could. They used to advertise cigarettes to kids. Oh my god. What the hell? I didn't know I didn't know that. That's messed up. What the heck is galaxy gas? Galaxy gas. Flavored whipped cream. flavored cigs? What? Galaxy Gas original flavor whipped cream dispenser. What? What in the hell? Who the frig would eat this or something? Oh my god. Like, even the bottle, like, even the canister literally looks like some kind of chemical canister. Whippets? Whippets. Oh god. Freaking Whippets looks like who the. Okay, Whippets is this thing that blows up balloons. Okay. Little compressed gas pods. Oh my god, they inhale the gas. Are you freaking kidding me? What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Like the Tide Pods. People eating Tide Pods like freaking candy. Holy shit. You use balloons so the gas cools down because it's super cold when it comes out. Oh my god. God. I'm gonna move to Mars, guys. You wanna come? You wanna come with? I think we'll just move to Mars.
Doing to lose weight, then you know it's because.
Or they come up with something, oh, I have a new trainer.
Yeah.
But this has led to something that one magazine called Ozempic accusing.
I have a new trainer that somehow magically helped me lose 16 pounds in 3 weeks. Sure, likely story.
Where some celebrity loses weight, they say, I've lost weight naturally, and then the internet
yeah,
accuses them
okay.
of having used Ozempic. But all this stuff has really dragged us back like 10-15 years. For a good decade there, it was uncute to talk about a celebrity's weight aggressively in the media. It never stopped entirely, and it definitely still continued on social media, but in the media, in tabloids, in online reports, it became kind of inappropriate to pick a celebrity's body apart. Until now, we are fully back to dissecting celebrity bodies under the.
But like these celebrities are people that some people look up to, like, or maybe even a lot of people, I don't know, I don't really. But like a lot of people look up to these celebrities, kids, teenagers, and they're seeing these celebrities that look like that, and then they're like, "Oh, I also need to look like that." But that is such an unhealthy body image to portray as a healthy example, like as a good thing to want to have. Like, you know what I mean? It's not healthy. That's why everyone talks about it. And that's why everyone points it out like, "Hey, maybe it's not healthy to be able to see your shoulder bones defined like that." Like, I don't know. And obviously there's a difference between, people who have medical reasons that, maybe they can't gain weight. Same thing as, people have a hard time losing weight. That's different. Reminds me of when people used to do liposuction to quickly lose weight. Oh my god, yes. Yeah. I would joke. I actually still joke about that all the time. If I go to like a buffet, and then after the buffet, I'm like, "All right, let's go. Everyone, hop in. We're gonna go get some liposuction." I don't know anything from Hollywood that's healthy. Yeah. Yeah, me either, honestly.
Guise of are they or aren't they on Ozempic? And this Golden Globes discussion is the perfect example. Let's take a look at the suspiciously gaunt Golden Globes commentary.
Okay.
Weight loss and plastic surgery specialists speculated that several A-list stars, including Nicole Kidman, Selena Gomez, Demi Moore, and Cynthia Erivo, had been taking Ozempic or other blockbuster weight loss meds like Wegovy and Mounjaro. They noted taller faces, thinner arms, and more pronounced collarbones, which are highly suggestive features of weight loss. See, we're already really getting into specifics, and I feel like that's something we haven't been doing as much.
Oh yeah, the collarbones. But I mean, I think some people can be so thin you can actually see their shoulder bones too.
And we should maybe leave in the past. We went far down that road once and it damaged an entire generation of young women. Selena Gomez, a champion of self-love and body positivity, flaunted her naturally petite frame in an off-the-shoulder Prada gown. She was noticeably slimmer at Sunday's awards ceremony, but experts doubt the star, who has been open about her ongoing battle with lupus, is taking a medicine like Ozempic. Dr. Dennis Schimpf, a board-certified plastic surgeon, told DailyMail.com that Miss Gomez is definitely thin, but she isn't wasting or gaunt, which is normally kind of the giveaway. Hers would be the hardest to know for sure. I would be surprised if she had done it just because of her other medical problems and her starting weight not being really heavy. I love a little underhanded compliments. It's just so unnecessarily bitchy. This champion of body positivity would never take Ozempic, would she? But that one was the mildest one. The expert seemed to hold back due to her medical diagnosis, but he goes a lot harder for everyone else. Miss Kidman's backless dress revealed some loose skin, which could be due to aging, but is more likely a result of rapid weight loss from GLP-1 medication. Okay, I know they're celebrities and they're used to it, but imagine just going out somewhere, okay? You're going to an event, you think you look nice, and then someone has analyzed your body to the point of noticing that you have looser, I don't know, what's he talking about, the arms? To claim that any feature of her body showed in these photos is a feature of Ozempic is just like...
Oh, probably the bat wings. The bat wings.
Just kind of ridiculous. My favorite part about this is that it's not completely obvious what they're even talking about. Like, you literally have to stare at the image to be like, oh, is that what?
She looks... This is her here. Is that her? She looks like almost not even the same person. And she looks just so much healthier here. She has full cheeks on the left. Like this, I mean, this photo also has better lighting and has better lighting too, but like she looks so much like healthier and glowing here.
They're referring to, and we're also talking about a 60-year-old woman. Like, it just feels weird. Next, it was Demi Moore's turn, who was ironically winning an award for The Substance that night. Miss Moore's collarbones are very prominent with no visible fat, and her neck tendons are noticeable. Indications that she may have used a GLP-1 medication. And overnight, we are suddenly back to publicly analyzing and picking apart the neck tendons of celebrities. Plus, the expert added this. Her face looks good, but that can definitely be due to her injections. He added, the people who lost dramatic weight, and especially with those weight loss drugs, it's almost like their head looks too big for their body. That has literally nothing to do with these GLP-1 medications. That's just you saying dumb stuff in order to be included in this magazine. The article continues on with more side-by-side before and afters of celebrity transformations from the Golden Globes, including Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, who had their own weight loss controversies weeks ago during
I don't... Maybe I shouldn't. You know what? Maybe I won't.
The premiere of Wicked. They also listed Kathy Bates, Kylie Jenner, and Mindy Kaling. So out of like the 200 people that were there were a handful of people that you could potentially single out and say, maybe these people who lost weight were taking Ozempic. I don't really know if that's enough to justify calling the entire Golden Globes suspiciously gaunt. But yeah, there's already this sort of unholy matrimony between taking this medication and celebrity culture, which is mostly just because we are obsessed with celebrity transformations. We click.
Like, okay. I'm sorry, I just have to mention it. I do. You literally could see one of their rib cages. Come on, that's not healthy. Like, your your organs your organs need room to thrive. Oh my gosh. That's literally all I worry about is like, oh my god, please, you just need to make your body healthy so that you can thrive.
And though that's really not Big Pharma's fault, they are profiting from this speculation big time. But the fact that Eli Lilly sponsored this entire night adds such a weird layer to the whole thing, because as we'll discuss soon, these medication companies have explicitly stated that they don't want celebrities using it for this purpose. But this whole sponsorship thing makes it quite clear that that's not true, especially because while everyone was watching the award show, they were being hammered with advertisements for GLP-1s all night.
Wow.
During the first commercial break, audiences at home were served Weight Watchers' latest campaign, promoting the brand's clinical program, which offers registered dietitians, doctors, and GLP-1 prescriptions to members. And that wasn't at all the only weight loss drug ad. Throughout the entire broadcast, viewers were hit with commercial after commercial advertising these drugs. Multiple ads for Mounjaro, Ozempic, and Lilly's Zepbound all appeared during subsequent breaks. Man, I would have loved to see this. This would have been so absurd. Clearly, these medications want to create an association in your mind between Hollywood glam and their drugs. AKA, these companies want you to use their products for cosmetic purposes. They want that hype. They want you to look at these celebrities all glammed up and think to yourself, oh my god, if I had Ozempic, I could look like that too. They're trying to hit you with that classic emotional appeal of just take this and you could be beautiful too. But here's the most insane and disturbing part of the whole thing. While jokes about the Golden Globes being sponsored by these weight loss drug companies had already begun, it wasn't until near end of the broadcast that it was announced that Lilly, the company behind Mounjaro and Zepbound, actually sponsored it. So this whole thing was sponsored by these companies, and they didn't tell you until the very end. This is sneaky as hell. Imagine how mad you guys would be at me if I made a video subtly, but not so subtly, plugging something, and at the end I just snuck in, oh yeah, this was sponsored by whatever. You know what I mean? Most people don't even watch things to the end. If they wanted to be honest and upfront, they'd put it at the beginning because, you know, you should know that you're being sneakily advertised to. Because the thing is, if you realize that one of these GLP-1 medications had sponsored the entire night, you're going to interpret everything so much differently. If a joke about Ozempic was cracked within the first 8 seconds, that might have you rolling your eyes. You might think, oh, that's a little bit messed up how they're advertising this. Isn't this a diabetes medication? Isn't there a shortage of this? And then while watching all the commercials, you'd be like, oh, that's kind of weird. That's really aggressive. But because they didn't reveal it until the very end, most people didn't know, and other people didn't realize until their brains had already processed the whole thing, that they were being sneakily advertised to. Not to mention, potentially the most important thing here, these guys clearly want to be associated with Hollywood weight loss transformations, with Hollywood beautiful people and bodies, which means that they want us to use it for cosmetic purposes, right? They don't want—
And like this is such an expensive thing to use too. How much was— I think it was like— I swear it had to be costing my friend like $500 a month, I think. And not sure how many injections that was, but it wasn't a lot. It was not a lot. And that's a whopping freaking, yeah, pretty sure it was like around $500 a month. I don't know. She told me and I was like, what? That is freaking insane. Insane amount of cost.
Want to just target people with obesity. They want to target people for cosmetic purposes. Clearly, I don't see what else it could possibly be. So then please explain to me this ad that aired right before the 2024 Oscars.
Some people have been using medicine never meant for them. For the smaller dress or tux, for a big night. for vanity. But that's not the point. People whose health is affected by obesity are the reason we work on these medications. It matters who gets them.
Like what?
Hold on, we're gonna watch that again.
For vanity. But that's not the point. People whose health is affected by obesity are the reason we work on these medications. It matters who gets them.
Okay, but weren't they saying that they don't want people using this for weight loss? Is that... Am I confused here? Am I having a brain fart, or did they literally say they don't want people using this drug for weight loss? Cosmetic weight loss. Okay. So this advertisement is saying for health reasons. Okay. All right. I was misremembering for a second. I apologize. Yeah, wink. Hold on, let me see if I can wink. Am I doing it? Am I winking? No. Shit. Okay, I'm double winking. Maybe they only stated not using it for cosmetic weight loss as it wasn't approved for such. Yeah. Yeah. They haven't done like research and all that stuff.
Like, what kind of psychology is that? Is that like reverse psychology? Like, what? How dare these glamorous, perfect, beautiful celebrities take our medication to look picture perfect, better than they've ever looked before on the red carpet? Tisk tisk. It's literally, you don't want none of this, Dewey.
Get out of here, Dewey. You don't want no part of this shit. I'll get addicted to it or something? It's not habit forming.
Like, given what we know now, the fact that they sponsored that night, isn't that the scummiest ad you've ever seen in your life? Not to mention, I found this interview with Eli Lilly about their sponsorship, and this is what they said. We also want to note that our commercials were focused on ensuring that patients receive the correct information on our GLP-1 medicines. Mounjaro and Zepbound are not for cosmetic weight loss, and we don't condone off-label usage of these medications. They literally just said that 2 days ago after sponsoring the Golden Globes. The absurdity to boldface lie like that is just so crazy to me. Marketing is so out of control that it actually creeps me out. Why are these companies so shady? You go to the lengths of sponsoring the Golden Globes and then claim that you're not trying to get people to buy it for cosmetic purposes after airing also the sketchiest ad of all time. Like, that's just insulting. And it actually starts getting you to be like, wait, well, how far does this go then? Did they seriously sponsor that opening joke? Why did so many news companies run with the Ozempic's biggest night line? Did they incentivize that? Do they actually want to be associated with not only celebrity weight loss, but people getting thin to the point of ill health? It just raises a lot of questions when you can't trust a word that they say. But safe to say,
We have ads. They don't want you to use it for cosmetic purposes. Wink. Blink. All the above.
say that marketing is out of control at this point. But yeah, what these companies say and what these companies do often do not line up. And it's unfortunate that some of the biggest companies in the entire world are so dang deceptive when it comes to getting people to use their products. Anyway, I didn't even scratch the surface of this whole Ozempic topic. There's so much to talk about, so many things I didn't talk about, like even with like the celebrity things, and I'll talk about it in another video. I don't really have a firm opinion on GLP-1s yet. I'm super pro anything that helps someone change, but I'm also kind of wary of potential side effects that might come out down the line, which has historically been the case with any sort of weight loss medication that's popped up.
Yeah.
Miracle cures tend not to be so miraculous as time goes on. And yeah, it sketches me out when these companies act like this. Like, would it kill them to just be honest? I don't even understand what the point of lying is at all. It's not illegal to sell this thing for that purpose, so why lie? Like, why add that layer? I don't get it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Because then people are less likely to buy it. That's why. But I do agree. Like, I don't see these things as pure evil and you shouldn't do it and blah 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 blah. Because I do understand that some people really do need to lose the weight, or they are putting their life at risk. Like you get so overweight to a point where you can't do fun physical activities that you used to enjoy, maybe. Your feet can swell up, you can't walk for long periods of time. Like, just you're in pain probably, and just, yeah. So, like, sometimes people need help to get started on becoming healthier. And, as long as you don't use it long term, use it to help you boost yourself, get you motivated. But you really need to teach yourself healthier eating habits, because that's ultimately what will help you in the long run, as opposed to trying to use like Ozempic, or what was the other one, Wegovy, for long term. I bet if it's regulated, probably, if it's for cosmetics. You're like, freaking, I can't believe they even recommending this for cosmetic weight loss. Oh my god, how can you look at someone who's a healthy weight and be like, yeah, here, try Ozempic so you can lose another 20 pounds. Do it. Like, oh no. No. They're already at a perfectly healthy weight. Leave them alone. They look beautiful. Don't need to be a like, oh, like nearly a skeleton to look beautiful. No. No. Then you just look unhealthy. So that's my opinion on that. Use it for a boost to get you motivated if you need it. If you need it. But ultimately, teach yourself better eating habits, portion control, and all that stuff.